Hey guys, Mark Catula from Whole 9 K9 here. Today we're working with little Gurkha. He's been here for 2 weeks, little blue pit bull terrier, cute as can be. And he goes home today, and just want to give a little update on him, show some of the stuff that he's learned while he's been here, and talk about the 4 different quadrants of dog training as a means to kind of help people understand what they see. I see a lot of people recently reaching out in little groups and forums and asking for dog trainers, and we get a help with their puppy, and instantly we get a huge rash of people like only use this trainer because they're purely positive. And so it's important for people to understand the difference between purely positive and a well-balanced trainer. So positive reinforcement is the first one. This is the one most people like to talk about. He's on here, he's offering me behavior. I say good and hand him something. Yes. Place. Good. Negative reinforcement would be I ask him to sit and I add a little leash pressure and his butt hits the ground. I take the leash pressure away and then I reward him. This is the same thing as driving down the road with our car and the seatbelt's not on and the car dings at us. And it's kind of annoying, it's not physically painful, but it is a nuisance. And the second we clip our seatbelt in, the dinging goes away. And this is our car using negative reinforcement to teach us to keep our seatbelt on as we drive down the road. Pretty basic, but it will kick you out of the purely positive type of training. Yes. Good boy. Good. A negative punishment would be I ask for behavior, he doesn't do it, and I withhold food. Now he's expecting something and I've taken it out of the equation. It is a negative punishment in the dog's mind. This again will kick you out of being purely positive. A lot of people don't want to admit that, but withholding the food or the reward or the toy is indeed a punishment. So it's important to know that. The last one is positive punishment, adding some kind of stimulation to the dog to decrease a behavior. Puppies, especially this one, lives with a 5-year-old child and gets real excited when he sees him because he's just a prey object and he's crazy and the puppy can't handle it and he jumps and he scratches and he bites and whatever. The theory of waiting until he stops clicking and feeding him something sounds great, but we're not actually decreasing his wanting to do that behavior, right? So if he were to go up to the child and jump and we give a little leash pop and he goes, oh, well that wasn't worth it. That would be a positive punishment. It's positive because we're adding something to the equation. So those are the 4 different quadrants, right? All these people looking for help. It's important that you understand the difference between purely positive and a balanced trainer. In my opinion, all good balanced trainers can still work a dog within positive reinforcement only if that's really what you want. The difference is if you come up with an issue and a purely positive trainer can't use those other 3 quadrants of dog training, then you're in a weird spot. Now we're just bribing to get behaviors and we're not teaching, and it just becomes this whole big thing, right? And we see this a lot with rescues that only want purely positive training. And a lot of the dogs that are in those rescues that aren't adoptable are either leash aggressive or leash reactive to people or other dogs, or they're naturally dog aggressive. And these are things that could probably be fixed, but they want to lump them into that small little window of we only want positive training. We'll wait until the dog wants to stop killing this other person or this other dog and click and feed it a hot dog, right? We're not really reducing the dog wanting to do that. We're bribing it to pay attention to us instead of doing what it really wants to do, which is kill that person or that other dog. So that's it. It's just a quick little example of the differences. There's tons of great trainers in Charlotte. The best thing you can do is see what they do. This little puppy has been through all 4 quadrants of dog training. He's gotten positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement with a leash, positive punishment for the jumping, and negative punishment when he makes a little mistake. And he's happy, he's proactive, he offers new behaviors as a means of engagement. We haven't hurt his spirits, and he's a super cool little dog. So without further ado, we'll do a couple little tricks with him and show you what we've been doing. Yes. Good boy. Here, sit. Yes. Good. Spin. Yes. Good boy. Between. Yes. Good boy. Between. Heel. Whoa. Heel. Good boy. Yes. Good. Place. Yes. Good boy. Place. Yes. So Greco is 14 weeks old roughly. Super cool little dog. He's changed a lot in these 2 weeks that he's been with us. Good. Good. I'll go back to him and reward him. Yes. Good boy. All we're feeding right now is just his regular, boring, dry kibble. No high value rewards. This is just kind of how he's gotten his meals while he's been here. Yes. He offered a behavior, went and got on the dog bed, and we rewarded. We'll wait till he does something else. Yes. Good boy. Between. Oh, that's the wrong one. Between. Yes. Good boy. Spin. Yes. Heel. Good boy. Yes. Good. Oh, good place. Good. Yes. Yes. Good boy. Haircut. Sit. Yes. So every single command, I say the command and then I lure him into the position and then I reward him. This part's kind of important that we're not moving and saying the command at the same time. We want him to really listen to the verbal command and anticipate what we're gonna ask him to do after that with the food. So yes. Good boy. So I'll say sit and then lure. Yes. I'll say spin and then move, and you can tell he knows that one. He was going before I got to lure him. Between, and I start to lure. Yes. Good boy. Heel, and then I lure. Yes. Yes. Good boy. And this way he's really, really paying attention to the verbal side of it and not just following their hand. I see this a lot where people tell their dog to sit and sit and sit and he doesn't do it, and then they start moving their hands, and dogs are really, really good at body language and really, really bad at English or French or German or whatever language we do. So yes, it's important that we separate those two, take the movement out. Spin. Good boy. Between. Do it again. Between. Heel. Whoa, what a cool little puppy. Yes, good boy. Garter. Yes, good boy. Well, we're going to continue to work. I hope everyone has a good weekend. Enjoy your training with your pup. If you guys have any questions on some of the differences in between those styles of training, always reach out to us. If you want more references in the Charlotte area, we'd be happy to send you tons of references of other dog trainers in the area that are well-balanced, fair trainers that get great results. So at the end of the day, we just want everybody to have fun and enjoy working with their dog. Sit. Yes, good boy. And just work on having a good bond and having a cool dog for the rest of his life. So that's it. Have a great one, guys. Yes. Good boy. Spin.